in a minute's silence as we remember Gary McMahon, England's assistant coach, who we sadly lost at the weekend on the referee's whistle.
Essayer de faire un trémac, il faut finir par les jeux obligatoire. On fait une chaîne de sécurité, on finit par les jeux obligatoires. défense et la prochaine attaque, ça change de monde. Was war jetzt da?
Ils ont fait des matchs de 20 minutes, ils ont fait des matchs de 20 minutes, on a bien joué.
And this is the semi-final of the European Championships under-19s. It's going to be England under-19s, the Lions taking on Wales, two old enemies that clash on fairly regular occasions back home. So I'm going to go through the two sides. We've got a little bit of a running order, so we'll be hearing the national anthems, and then we have a minute's silence, which I'll explain to you what that's about. But starting for England today, at fullback Ryan Wood, then it's Andy Jacassi, Harvey Oldroyd, Callum Murphy and Noah Lancelot in the back line. At halfback, Connor Goldthorpe and Toby Hughes. In the front row, it's Matty Parks, Logan Holgate and Josh Leeson. The back row is Harry Penny, Kieran Welburn and Scott Parnaby, who also captains the side. And the bench is Dylan Turner, Rio McQuiston, Mackay Bridgman and Jack Newbegin. I'll tell you a little bit more about all of these players as well once we get into the commentary. For the Welsh side, they line up with Isaac Morgan at fullback. It's a back line of Dylan Morgan, Mason Phillips, Alex Barnes and Robert Muirhead. Halfbacks Billy Walkley and Llewellyn Hawkes. In the front row, it's Oscar Fisher, Finlay Yates and Carter Barnes. A back row that consists of Scott Pritchard, Gethin Thomas and Jake Lacey. And then it's a substitute bench that includes Charlie Glover, Lewis Ingram, David Orr Morgan and Callum Jones. So both sides taking the field, which means that we won't be too far away from the national anthems. Got to say, it's a real pleasure to be out here in Italy covering this competition, something that the Lions have been building up to all through the year. And it's a story that I've been following for quite some time as well. So first of all, we have the national anthems. As ever, a passionate rendition from the Welsh. They're certainly in fine voice and look raring and ready to go in this semi-final. And now for the English national anthem. Nothing between these two sides as far as the national anthems go. And now we're going to be pausing for a minute's silence. So this in honour of the Lions assistant coach, Gary McMahon, who passed away at the weekend. superbly observed minute silence there in honour of Gary McMahon, who sadly passed away at the weekend. From a personal point of view, well, I just want to thank Gary for everything that he's done with myself over the last sort of few weeks in build up to this, and my thoughts are with all of his family and all of his friends back home in the UK. So England getting together as one in the middle of the field. They're going to receive the kickoff. Wales look steely, look determined. Certainly plenty of these players will have played against each other before. All but two of this Welsh side have graduated through under 17s or under 18 or under 16s, I should say, Rugby League. And of this England side, 5 of them played against Wales in the under 17s competition last year. And 1 played against Wales in the under 16s equivalent. So we're just seconds away from the start of the game. As we say, England expecting to receive the ball first of all. We're just waiting on the whistle from our referee. And away we go. So it's a deep kick-off taken by Jekesi. Jekesi runs forward for the middle of the field. Steps and skips and spins. Drags the prop forward Oscar Fisher into contact. He'll play 10 metres out from his own line. 1 pass to the left. Big run from Josh Leeson. Up past the 20-metre line. Logan Holgate moves into dummy half. He passes to the left-hand side. Goldthorpe gets an early touch and pops it out for Welburn just at his side. Great to see Kieran Welburn out there. He has been struggling with an injury. That's the skipper, Parnaby. Made a couple of appearances this year for Rochdale Hornets in Championship 1. And there's Matty Parks from Lee Miners Rangers up as far as the 40-metre line is concerned. Last tackle signalled of this first set. Goldthorpe goes to the boot. He'll look to attack it, but that's really well taken by Isaac Morgan. The Aberavon Fighting Irish player gathering that one in on the full. And now Wales with first use of possession. There's Dylan Morgan from the Cardiff Blue Dragons. Scored 2 tries at the weekend during all the qualifying games that took place. Yates moves it to the left-hand side. Picks up the running there of Gethin Thomas. Thomas from the Fremantle Roosters in Australia. And Wales already making some good inroads. Getting 40 metres away from the try line. Down centre ground. The tackle came in from Leeson. Picked up by Yates. Yates pops it up to the left-hand side. There's that man Thomas again. Thomas still going. Splits the line. He's up to the 20 and just a little bit beyond. The England defence finally catches up with him. But they're in a really good position here at Wales. And they'll go on the front foot now. There's Scott Pritchard. Pritchard over the 10-metre mark. Already starting to ask the questions in this first set of Wales. Down the left-hand side it goes. I get the feeling that man, Gethin Thomas, could become a key player for Wales in this game. They're going over from dummy half. Has he got there? No, he's just going to be held short. Last tackle signalled. In fact, he got over the line. And he's back on the 10-metre line. Still, it's the last tackle. Ball back. Kick comes in. Oh, it's a tricky one. It bounces, it bobbles. It's just a little bit too deep. And goes out on the full. So, England with the first chance to really attack from the 20-metre line. And there's Wood. Oh, he was off on a little run. Referee telling him he didn't play it on the mark. So, as a result, Holgate has it now. He looks round. Gives it to Jekesi. Jekesi's had a great season for East Leeds. East Leeds have got promoted from Division 3 of the National Conference League. Good yards from Jekesi, made 15 of them there as Holgate picks up, sends it to Leeson. Leeson up beyond the 40-metre line. Solid start this for England in this particular set. Following up now is Wood. Was a very impressive performer last year in England colours. Great to see him back in this campaign and out here in the European Championships as Parnaby skips and stutters his way forward towards that 40-metre line in centre field for England. Picked up out of dummy half by Logan Holgate. Slips the first tackle. Pops it up for Parnaby. Parnaby takes the full hit. Pritchard did well. He gets an offload going though. Holgate comes forward again. Gets beyond that 30-metre line. England dropping into shape. It goes down the right-hand side with Jake Turner. Turner drops it back. Here's Penny. Penny splitting the line. Good run. Excellent tackle from Morgan. Just 5 metres away are England. They're pushing the ball down the right-hand side. Turner, short ball, and they're in. England open the scoring just a couple of minutes into the game. Harvey Oldroyd hitting the gap and sailing over the try line for that first score. It's 4-0 from an England point of view. Well, it really was a good movement down that right-hand side. Wales found themselves a little bit short for numbers. Some nice offloading in the centre of the field as well to roll Wales down the ground, and England taking full advantage out on the right-hand side. Almost 5 minutes of the game gone. And Kieran Welburn of West Hull is the man tasked with trying to add the conversion. It was an area of concern for the England coaching staff at the weekend. I think they used 5 kickers throughout the qualifying stage of this tournament, and only 3 of them got successes. Welburn was still returning from injury and wasn't able to play at the weekend, but he's out there now. Can he add the extras from just to the right of the posts? Yes, he can. Never a doubt. Flags are raised. 6-0 in favour of England with 5 minutes gone. Well, constructive start from both teams. England, though, making it count on the scoreboard. Great to be out here in Italy, bringing this coverage back home. Got to thank the guys that are streaming this game and allowing me the opportunity to take this chance and get the messages back home as Parks runs forward. They're off down the right-hand side through Penny. Penny made good inroads there. He'll play it to Holgate. Holgate pops it up for Leeson. Oh, it's just looking so quick at the moment. So crisp as far as England are concerned. The legs went up in the air, but not past the horizontal as Holgate picks up out of dummy half. There's Penny again. Certainly this Wales side are being rolled down the ground at the moment. On the right, it's with Hughes. Hughes dabbing the kick forward. In behind the line, it's bouncing, it's bobbling behind Morgan. Perhaps let it bounce once too often. And look at that defence. Real eager stuff there from Jacassi and a couple of his teammates following up and forcing the dropout. Got to say, in these early stages, England looking pretty crisp. And having been at the last England training session yesterday, that looked pretty crisp as well. So, Morgan gets us back underway, drops out from underneath his posts. It's taken by Oldroyd, almost 40 metres out from the line, runs it forward to the 30. They're trying to control him in the tackle. He's still making inroads there, despite the attentions of Robert Muirhead. Now Penny pushing forward inside that 20, wrapped up by 2. Better contact from Wales that, and they've dropped on him. It'll ensure a slower play the ball, and Holgate passes to Hughes. Hughes runs across, double pumps it, eventually finds Goldthorpe. Short pass, finds Welburn. Welburn has a go at the line. He's just going to be held up there. Good tackle in the end from Isaac Morgan and company. Can they get themselves over the line again, though? Holgate scheming, trying everything he knows. The young Kensington man who played in the under-16s game between these two sides last season. And Hughes dances, skips, comes back to the left-hand side. He has got some magical feet. Definitely a player that should be included on the Wales tip sheet. Last tackle of this set. It goes right. Goldthorpe takes command. It's a shallow kick for Jacassi. Jacassi spins, gets an offload back to Oldroyd. Oldroyd has fumbled it. He's been kicked forward by Wales. And then Goldthorpe recovers. And he's in touch. Good defence from Wales. Excellent chasing from them. It was very much last ditch, but they did the job. And they've kept the line intact. 6 points to nil the score here to England. And Wales, they'll take possession in the centre of the field, just over the 30-metre line. Finlay Yates awaits to play the ball duties. Gets it to the left-hand side to Fisher. Fisher as part of the Newcastle Thunder Academy squad. Oh, nice movement. There's Jake Lacey. Lacey wraps up by 3. England controlling him on the deck, 5 metres away from halfway. They'll look to cross this mark now as it comes out, but England offside. So they will advance and they'll go down the ground again with Wales. What a good kick to touch that is as well. Gains a good 20 metres for Wales. And they'll start this attack just 10 metres from the line. Going to be taken by Alex Barnes. He's from the Cynon Valley Cavaliers as he's tackled 5 metres out from the line. Yates skims it to the left-hand side. Pritchard links up. There's Gethin Thomas again. Said he was a growing influence. Held up amidst that cloud of dust as it comes down the left-hand side. They've got men over and it's popped up and they've only got unscored down that left-hand side. Great movement from Wales. Keeping the ball alive. A lovely over-the-top pass as well, that was. And they've scored on the left. Mason Phillips, the scorer. Instant response as well from Wales. $11 minutes gone. 6 points to 4 in England's favour with this kick to come. Billy Walkley, who landed 2 goals at the weekend, with a very difficult task from the touchline. Steps in now, does Walkley. Right-footed kicker. Has he found the goal? He has. Well, that's a superb kick, to be fair, from Walkley. Levels proceedings at 6 points each. Got to say, as we await the restart that coming to this ground at Pasian di Prato here in Udine, it's one of the most scenic settings for a rugby club that certainly I've seen. We've got the Dolomite Mountains off to the left hand side. In fact, they surround us on 2 sides of this ground. England meanwhile through Oldroyd will get us underway once more. Oh, that's spinning. Oh, it's an error that's been made, but fortunately for Wales it goes backwards. Can England put some pressure on thanks to that fumble? They'll certainly try and set themselves with the tackling stint. Noah Lancelot throwing himself in low, helped out by Welburn. Wales currently 30 metres from their own line as Yates passes into the arms of Walkley. That pass looked a little suspect. Nothing said by our match official though, and the player disappears beneath the challenge. Lacey's allowed to play it quickly as well. Walkley gets it out down the left-hand side. England escorting the player to ground on the halfway line. 6 points each here. And they're looking interesting down that left-hand side. Another decent run coming in from Mason Phillips. Phillips plays it. Infield it comes. Oh, there's Walkley. It'll bounce. And Wood just had to readjust himself. Knew he was going to get hit as well. Went to ground as soon as he could. Holgate arrives and here's Lancelot. Stepping. coming back against the grain, winning a penalty for his side as well. First England penalty. And is that good enough to find touch? It has from Hughes. It's a great kick. Advances play 30 metres down the ground. Almost 14 minutes of the game gone. 6 points each. Hope you're enjoying this coverage of this European Championship semi-final. The winner will go on to play France at the weekend. They dispatched Ukraine in the other semi-final by 62 points to 7. You may have seen it earlier as that little ball from Leeson gets it back to Hughes. Hughes going under the post. Well, that was brilliant play. Little tip on there. Opened up the defence. Leeson charged through and then had the presence of mind to just pass it back on the infield. And Hughes finished off under the post. Good score and a good response from England. They're back in front at 10 points to 6 with this kick from underneath the post to come. "15 minutes gone. That was superb from Leeson. Just splitting the line. The lovely ball to him in the first place from Hughes opened up the defence. Leeson's no-nonsense running style, getting him through the gap, and then that presence of mind from the prop to pop it up in support for Newton Storms and Salford halfback Hughes, who was on his shoulder. So Welburn steps in now. Bright yellow boots and all. The flags are raised. They certainly do him justice. 12 points to 6 now in favour of the England side. I know from home you may be watching on and thinking, hey, it looks nice there. It certainly is. It's 27 degrees out here at the moment. Really warm conditions for both of these sides, who normally put up with UK conditions. Billy Walker gets us underway again. Oh, he's kicked out on the full. Oh, that's a horrible mistake. A bad error there from Walkley. England can launch an attack. Can they get themselves organised? They're in decent position and not had to work too hard for it either. So Holgate jogs up to the mark. He'll tap it. Looks for a runner. Turns and finds Leeson, who's always offering himself. He's like a pocket battleship going forward. Gains 12 metres there before being pushed back to. And we'll play it to Holgate. They've got a blindside movement going on with Parks. Parks drives forward. Headlong, no thought of self-preservation into the 30. Hughes takes over, double pumps it, finds Goldthorpe. Goldthorpe plays it out to Wood. Wood cuts back for the middle, steps past a couple. Hughes has remained down. I think the referee was playing on to see whether there was going to be any advantage. There is going to be a penalty England's way. He was taken after the pass came in. Hopefully he's going to be okay to continue. He's been a key component to England's attack in the build-up to this. Whilst we do have this stoppage, England qualified for this particular spot with 5 wins out of 6 at the weekend. Oh, he's on his feet, is Hughes. He's good to continue. Referee just having a quick chat with the England skipper there, Parnaby. Parks looks like he's winding himself up for another drive. But they're going to come to this left-hand side and to Leeson. Look at him go again. Still going. Taking on Finlay. Getting inside the 20. Decent position this as Hughes pops it to his right hand side to Penny. Penny 10 metres out from the line. They're on the right hand side of the field now. Picked up by Holgate. He spins it back to the middle. Hughes runs across, drops it back for Leeson. Leeson sets the point of the attack. Tackled right underneath the post. They could go left or right here and bring it down the left hand side. Goldthorpe. A little bit of a pass was meant for Wood. Lancelot cleaned it up, but they've lost a little bit of ground. Some eager defence there from Wales. They'll need a little bit more of that. They're trailing by 12 points to 6 as Parnaby crashes his way forward. Buys 5 of those yards back, but that's stern defence from Walkley in particular. Now it comes right to Hughes. He pops it up. That's a good take, but the defence was quickly upon him. Too quick. But hang on. There's a penalty that's gone against Wales here. They were offside at the play of the ball. So England will continue to apply this pressure. 12 points to 6 up on the scoreboard. Being played at a quick pace this game. Parks charges headlong. Takes on the full front row. Almost loses those metres. Almost 20 minutes of the game gone. Here's Leeson. He's had a brilliant first 20 minutes as Leeson. Just a couple of metres short of the line. It's out on the right hand side. Lovely pass for Penny. Penny held up by 3 defenders. Now there's one in the tackle. And it's the try scorer Phillips. Back to the middle it comes. Here's Goldthorpe. All the way across to Welburn. Great tackle from Walkley. But what this is doing, it's getting the halfbacks to do a bit of more defensive work than what you might have to expect at this stage of a game. Short stoppage. We've got a player with a cut out there. Referee goes on as a chat with his touch judge for the moment. Leeson taking on the water. Wood also taking on the water too at the back. Just 12 metres away from the line. 12 points to 6 up England. Can they put more pressure on? They'll come down the blind side. There's Goldthorpe, almost snips over. Good tackle on him by Scott Pritchard. Holgate off the deck, onto Hughes. Hughes tries to get away from the man, loses possession. And Wales come away. There's a bit of a flailing arm in the tackle. And referee spotted it. He was certainly on the scene. Gives the penalty to Wales for a high shot. I don't think England can complain there. So Wales will boot this ball out. It's another good touch finder. 15 metres gain down the ground. Possibly a little bit more actually. So tap by Barnes again. Certainly likes these charges forward, does Alex Barnes. Fisher crashing up to the 40 metre line. Yates passes to the left hand side. Nice stepping run, attacking the heart of the defence. Ball goes loose and it's a knock on that's ruled against the Welsh. Got to say, every time anybody does any sort of running on this pitch, you see huge plumes of dust appear, don't you? So England with the feed at the scrum. That's great defence on Lancelot. He was going nowhere. The Lee Miners Rangers wing plays it. Whoa, there's Murphy. Tell you what, that tackle certainly didn't miss. Big hit coming in there from Charlie Glover, his first involvement. And I think Glover's been sent out there to make things happen for Wales, and he certainly inspired that particular error from England. Oh, hang on. The referee hasn't ruled it as an error by England. He said he already called held. Takes the Welsh side back as well. They'll go down the blind side, England. Goes to ground off Penny. Picked up by Hughes. He finds a runner in support. The referee's got a late call. And a knock on. I think he's the right call, to be fair. England just getting a little bit excited there. And this will result in a scrum in favour of England. So there must have been Welsh hands involved there somewhere. Not quite sure if that's what I saw, but let's go with it. Obviously our man with the whistle in a much better position than I am from up in the stand. So Hughes to feed this scrum on the halfway line, been in some excellent form for Salford and Newton Storm. Here's Ryan Wood, spent a long spell at Wigan St Jude's before switching to Thatto Heath Crusaders earlier this year. He'll play the ball on the 40-metre line to Jack Newbegin, who's been sent on. Good tackle on Welburn, that. Here's Newbegin, brings it down the right-hand side, cuts in. Oh, Wood down the edge. Wood stepping, skipping inside the 20-metre line. Can certainly go, can Ryan Wood. And in field it comes to Hughes again. He gets rid of it quickly. Quick play the ball. They need more of that to England as they bring it down the left-hand side. There's Welburn. Cut out ball for Lancelot. Brushes out at one. Steps past another. Oh, he thinks he's gone in at the corner. Our touch judge has a different view of it, however. Flag went up. It's no try as far as England are concerned. The defence just doing enough. Well, it's certainly been a spirited opening to this game. 12 points to 6 in favour of England. I think I've also been seeing Alex Barnes as well, which I have mistakenly written on my team sheet because it's Alex Banks who's playing in the centre down this right hand side for Wales. My apologies there to Alex and your family. Don't like to get these things wrong, so I wanted to correct it. And as Banks is receiving attention over the touchline thanks to his last ditch effort in defence there, he's now up on his feet. We've perhaps got to mention the development work that he's taking part at Coleg Com Oinf. He's produced the likes of Dylan Morgan, Alex Banks, Mason Phillips, Connor Lacey, Scott Pritchard, Finn Yates, Carter Barnes. All of which find themselves in this Welsh squad for this Under-19 European Championships. Hope you're enjoying the coverage back home or wherever you're watching from. Wales in possession, 10 metres away from their own line. They'll say the tackling was supreme on Lancelot. Lancelot will have other ideas if we speak to him afterwards. Oh, nice quick play of the ball there. England have been caught offside though. Hughes ducking forward to try and pinch it. Cheeky half-back play from him. He's not going to get away with it on this occasion. So Billy Walkley, another one of the players who's on Salford's books now, boots it to touch. and finds a good touch. They've gained 25 metres without having to do too much damage on the England line. Let's see what Thomas can do this time. He's a strong boy, isn't he? Did you see how he shrugged off Parnaby? Parnaby came back for more, though. Now it's into the middle. Forwards supporting each other. Fisher with the initial carry. Then offloading just at the right moment for Glover. 30 metres away from the line, Wales. They'll bring it down this right-hand side with Pritchard and Walkley. And there's the fullback, Morgan. Morgan, very dangerous. Scrag to the floor, however. Good tackling from Newbegin. In this England squad from Millam. That pass again looked a little suspect. And Wales still attacking though. Glover. All wrapped up by 2. England work with him. Leeson comes in to apply the third man and just stop the movement. They're 12 metres away from the line. Last tackle signalled. They'll go blindside. Yates kicks it forward. It rebounds off England feet. It's then kicked forward again and eventually finds the arms there of Andy Jacassi. Jacassi spun right round the 360 tour of this ground. He'll play it 10 metres from his own line. England will attack from deep. There's Murphy. Good run from Murphy, a real clearing run from the centre. Nice quick play of the ball as well. Wales are in the ruck. You can't be doing that. England have the penalty. So these penalties starting to stack up a little bit in the game. As Hughes dispatches that one to touch. They could have a real influence given the heat out there as well. Tap to be taken by Oldroyd. Picks up Penny. Penny hands it on to Dylan Turner. Superb run from the Oldham St Anne's Junior up to the 40-metre line. Plays it quickly. Holgate goes blindside. It's with Oldroyd again, skipping through a couple of tackles. He's still going Oldroyd. Look at him go. The Siddle clubhouse will be cheering that run at home. 20 metres away from the line. Can England line something up in this particular play? Oh, they do! Leeson's through the middle. Still going is Josh Leeson. Just pushed to the ground. Another penalty heads England's way. Tackling without the ball. They look so impressive when they're targeting that middle to England. There's a simple 2 points on offer here if England want to take it. Parnaby was looking back to Alan Coleman on the touchline. And the England coach says, we'll go for the 2. It's now with Welburn. So Welburn will go for the 2 points. Wales have taken the opportunity here to get the water on. No doubt there's a couple of messages going on from the coaching staff as well. Bit of a gimme 2 points to ease for Welburn. So this to establish a 14 points to 6 advantage for England. And there was never really a doubt there. Welburn's 3rd goal. Almost 33 minutes of this first half played. And to be fair, Wales have had a couple of moments, haven't they? They've been pretty impressive when they've had the chance to come forward. But it's all about the efforts of this England pack so far. And this 14 points to 6 advantage perhaps justifies it. Again, great to be out here in Italy with this Lions side. And great that the host broadcaster has allowed me to jump on the airwaves and jump behind the microphone. Really happy to be able to bring this coverage to you and some commentary as well. Hope you're enjoying at home or wherever you're watching or listening from. Dylan Turner picks his spot, drives it forward, picks off 3. Bit of a cynical jump in the tackle there from Gethin Thomas. He gets away with it. They won't. I'd like to see him try and do that on Penny. He does try. Penny's on his front though. It'll be a quicker play the ball, this one. And they're off down the blind side. Oh, and he's got Jacassi away. Jackassi's got pace. Steps through a couple. Offloads. Oh, it's taken on the rebound by Parnaby, who then finds Newbegin. Newbegin dummies. Newbegin for the line. England have their 3rd try. It's 18 points to 6. And that was great blindside play by the English. I've got to say, that was awesome play down that blind side. I know it's something that Alan Coleman has been pushing in training. He's wanting both sides of the play, the ball to be open. England executing. Okay, the pass inside from Jacassi. Rebounded. Parnaby did well to regather. But there was never a doubt when Newbegin got hold of the ball that that was not going to be a try. Wellburn looking for goal number 4 of his afternoon. Currently 18 points to 6 in favour of England in these hot, stifling conditions. Left-footed kicker Wellburn adds his 4th goal, and it's now 20 points to 6. Tell you what, the last try, I'm looking forward to going and watching that back in the hotel later on. Some real flowing stuff from England there. So Wales back on the halfway line, kicking long through Walkley. Hughes is underneath it, fires it across to Wood. He in turn finds Leeson. That certainly moved the middle around. Leeson's off again. That's a brilliant run. Look at him go up beyond the 40-metre line. It's a lot for England to be proud of as Dylan Turner ploughs his way downfield as well, but there's been a call for a forward pass afield. No, it's a penalty. Use of an elbow in a previous challenge. I have to admit, I did think that last pass just drifted. England will get another chance to have another go. Here's Turner. Makes 10 metres. Holgate looks to the right, picks up Hughes. He in turn finds Penny. Penny wrapped up by 2, but still kept his legs pumping. Right into the challenge there of Llewellyn Hawkes. I've hardly mentioned him in commentary, the Welsh scrum half. Hughes finds Leeson. Leeson puts it on the toe. It's been recovered by Callum Jones, and now it's the fullback Isaac Morgan. Wales have it back. I think they'll be breathing a sigh of relief. England were starting to look a little tasty coming forward yet again. There's that man Gethin Thomas, who's tried everything and taken England on. Nice quick play the ball as well. Finlay Yates tries to pinch some metres. Dominant challenge there from Holgate. There is a player down for England. It's the skipper Parnaby. Physio staff get across to him quickly. Maybe had a bit of a poke in the eye there. Accidentally, of course. He's made a stern stuff, is Parnaby. Another one that's had a great season with Waterhead Warriors in the conference. That's Walkley running. Not very far for Wales. And now Jones. Her in full flow. Tell you what, that full flow in her is back in vogue, isn't it? Wales in possession, 40 metres from the line. Yates looks round. Picks up Walkley. He skies this one high. Oh, that's a huge kick. Noah Lancelot retreats to collect it. Did really well. Was under a bit of pressure there, was Noah. Collected it inside his 20. He was pushed back. A new begin at dummy half. Pops it up for Murphy. We've not seen too much of Murphy in attack, but what he's done, I tell you what, he's made some metres when he has carried. There's new begin. Spins out of one. Keeps it going forward as Parnaby has the ball ripped from his grasp. However, great work from Charlie Glover. Wales back in possession. We're closing in on half time. Can Wales close in on another try? Thomas to play it. They're 30 metres out. It goes down the left-hand side to Walkley. He in turn links with Morgan, who stutters and skips and can't find the gears. Instead, he's put down 25 metres out from the line. Yates looks round, goes blindside. Not really much doing for the man who's playing for Salford. He will win the penalty, however. England offside. And that's perhaps one area of the game that Alan Coleman will be speaking to his side about at half-time. They're giving away one or two little penalties that have put them under a bit of pressure. And we're right on the cusp of half-time here. And I think Billy Walkley is wanting to make this a 12-point game. Currently Wales down by 14. Again, from what I've seen of Walkley in this game, looks a quality kicker. And there is some quality in this Welsh lineup. As I mentioned before, earlier in the build-up to the game, they've seen so many of these players come through the age ranks. And the current crop of under-16s also looks pretty good from a Welsh perspective. Meanwhile, Walkley adds on those extras. And there goes the half-time hooter. So that has closed the gap to 20 points to 8 at half-time in favour of England. England scoring 3 tries and kicking 4 goals. Opening the scorehouse after 5 minutes through Oldroyd. Then it was Mason Phillips who responded from Wales' point of view. The conversion made it 6 points each. England superb through Leeson, breaking through the middle. Hughes on his shoulder. It was Hughes who gave Leeson the ball in the first place, so he was both creator and finished scorer in the move. The extras were added on for 12 points to 6. Then we saw a penalty after 33 minutes from an England point of view. Welburn nudged it over to make it 14-6. And then came that flowing move down the right-hand side, eventually finished by Jack Newbigin, who's had some influence since he's gone on as a substitute. Oldroyd, Gikesi and Parnaby all involved before Newbigin finished it off. Once again, that was converted by Welburn. And then just before the break there, we saw Billy Walkley nudge over the penalty. 20 points to 8 at half-time, plenty to play for. And I'm just looking beneath me here as Leeson looks absolutely shattered as he comes to the sideline. What an effort. What a semi-final we've got. What a second half we've got in prospect. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back again in about 10 minutes. Hello and welcome back for the second half here at Pasian di Prato Rugby Club here near Udine. My name's Dave Parkinson and we enjoyed a rip-roaring first half that saw 4 tries scored in total, 3 of them for England, 1 of them for Wales. France lie in wait in the final for the winners of these two. And it would be remiss of me not to mention as well the not just the way that Ukraine have gone about their business. They have been tremendous all the way through this competition, but the fact that they have also held out the hand of friendship to England in a very, very difficult situation that everyone on this competition has found themselves in, with the loss of Gary McMahon, a guy that is sadly missed. And will forever be remembered for what he's done for the Lions, for what he's done for Wigan St Jude's, and for what he was doing for Leigh Miners Rangers as well. So 20 points to 8 at half time. England with 3 tries. Alroyd, Hughes and Newbigin the scorers. 4 goals from the boot of Kieran Welburn. In response, Wales having a try from Mason Phillips. And 2 goals from Billy Walkley. England looking to get us back underway. Start of the second half. 40 minutes to go. And the action unfolding in front of us. Ooh, that was a tricky little kick. Taken in by Wales on that far right-hand side. Yates moves into dummy half. Pops it out. There's Callum Jones on the burst there. 35 metres from his own line. Scrappy play the ball. They'll come forward now through Pritchard. That's a good run. Pulled right over the top of the first tackler. And they're keeping it quite close already. Wales just veering off down this left-hand side now. England watching all the way. Hughes and Alroyd involved in that tackle. They'll go blindside in the form of Phillips, the try scorer. He's dragged down right near the touchline. Yates over the halfway line, passes to Walkley. Walkley looks up. Oh, he's put plenty of height on that kick. Wood back to collect it comfortably enough. Oh, lovely step in from the Thatawee fullback. Gets outside the 20. Just gets pushed back a little as well. Good defence from Wales. Leading the line there was Jones. And Lancelot just had to pause before he collected that pass. Meant that he didn't make quite as many metres perhaps he was hoping for. Jacassi in off his wing to do likewise. Straightens up. Buys his side nearly 10 metres. Holgate. Spots there's only one marker. Pinches a quick 10. Also ran straight at Oscar Fisher. And Gethin Thomas, who's been perhaps the pick of the Welshmen this afternoon. Oh, charge down. Picked up, however, by England and Newbigin. And here's Wood. Well, Wales certainly know he can shift. Scored a real brilliant try, which turned the game in England's way the last time these sides met. Or I should say when it was under 17s last year. Wales recovering possession. Oh, they've lost the ball. It's been kicked forward by England, but what's the referee going to rule? It's happened right in front of the England coaching staff. Touch just comes on. He'll inform our match official of just what happened. There's a bit of a discussion going on here. Two knock-ons, and it's going to be England's putting at the scrum. So they've got a really good attacking line-up. 22 metres away from the try line. Newbigin to feed the scrum. Comes out with Parnaby. He pops it up. Hughes and Wood interchange passes. It's off down the right hand side with Oldroyd. That's a good tackle, however, by Phillips. Quick play the ball for Jacassi though. Jacassi, bit of open space in front of him. Look at him, just ease his way forward towards that line. Eventually he's held up. There's 3 players around those posts. Jacassi's hurt himself. Oh, this is an early blow for England. He's looked good in his carries, and they are going to have to make a change. Well, this wasn't scheduled, having to replace a winger. Four minutes of the second half gone. Jacassi assisted off. Does mean Mackay Bridgman comes onto the field. The youngster from Stanningley has played a couple of reserve games for Leeds Rhinos this season. He'll play the ball 10 metres from the line. He's moved off down the left-hand side. New begin. Oh, lovely ball from Wood. There's Lancelot. Lancelot sailing in. That was superbly executed by England. What a pass from Wood. Right on the money. And England have another 4 points to celebrate. It's 24 points to 8. And what a start to the second half with 4.5 minutes of the second half gone. Well, Lancelot was hugging his touchline. Managed to bring the ball 10 metres in field. How much of an effect will that have? He's been striking them well as Wellburn. In he strikes, putting that left boot to use, and it's 5 from 5 for the West Hull youngster. 26 points to 8 on the scoreboard. Well, Wales certainly need the next points of this encounter. They can't afford to let England go in for any more points. May seem like a really obvious thing to say, but I just get the feeling this game is teetering. Wales get a point or get a try and they're back in it. England get another one as that comes off the boot of Bridgman. Oh, he's allowed to pick it up though. Did well to recover there with Mackay Bridgman. He'll play it to Holgate, who fires it in to the on-rushing Harry Penny. Intro's bridge player. He's done well there. Oh, I think that Welsh player has got his leg trapped underneath there. Llewellyn Hawkes it was. England trying to catch him on the outside. There's Oldroyd all tackled though. They recovered well there, Wales, in fairness. Scrambled particularly well. Hughes finds Pan a bit. Whoa, and I tell you what, that tackle didn't miss from Fisher. Ball's played to Holgate. He fires it to Newbegin. Newbegin keeps it close. And Turner, who's earned the nickname Chief while he's been here, plays it. Ball goes back down the ground on the kick. That's good defence from England. Really good defence, to be fair. Forcing Robert Muirhead over the touchline. Muirhead in the Welsh ranks for the first time in this tournament from the Mahogany and Mon Knights club. In fact, there's only him and Gethin Thomas who have mentioned quite heavily in commentary, which haven't come all the way through the systems for Wales or represented them at under 18 or under 16 before. So England back in possession. And there's Leeson. The pocket battleship prop up to the 20-metre line. Plays the ball. It's out on the right with Penny. Really liking his efforts this afternoon as well. Such a competitor. They breed him tough at Innsrose Bridge. As Hughes, dummies, gets it out to Newbegin. He fires it wide. Oh, they've got an opportunity out wide. That's a good tackle from Walkley though. Bit of a flying effort there. It's forced an error from Murphy too. Good scramble from Wales. Okay, it'll go down as an error, but I'm sure from where that has been turned over, England won't be too despondent. Just 10 metres away from their line here, Wales. So, scrum to be fed by the Welsh side. It comes out to Hawks. He keeps the ball moving. The defence was moving too, however. Bridgman doing some tackling. Now it's the turn of the men in the middle to come up with the crunchers. Fisher played it. We'll go route one again, will Wales. Once again, those middle forwards proving tough to beat from an England point of view. Leeson last man up. It'll be moved one pass right. And they're trying to do it grit and determination, and Wales at the moment advancing slowly. They're just 40 metres away from the line. That's a tired looking pass. Oh, it's been knocked on. Murphy's quick on it for England. Nice yards beyond contact as well. England 30 metres out. Parnaby straightens things up. Solid run from the skipper. Solid defence as well from Wales. Good tackling too from Daffyd or Morgan, who's on off the bench. Down the left it comes to Wood. Puts the footwork on. Great fend from him. Gets away from two. Walkley comes back for seconds. Eventually finishes him off with the help of Fisher. They're inside the 20 though, are England. Parnaby tips it on. Oh, Hughes, lovely ball for Penny. Penny on the charge. He's taking on Gethin Thomas. Thomas just about brings him down in the end. They're 5 metres out from the line though, England. Pushing for more points. There goes Logan Holgate. Holgate as he reaches the line. Oh, he's just going to have to play it. He's held up. So it's going to be played 10 metres out from the line. Here's Hughes, dummying his way forward. Rio McQuiston's just got on the field. You might have seen him operate at dummy half there. He's the man in the black skull cap. Ball just bypasses him, bypasses another. There's Newbegin, pops it on the foot. Oh, good defence. Great defence from England. The error's been made. Wales have pushed it dead in goal. It's going to be a dropout from underneath the posts. And even though they were defending there, England looked to be attacking with the ferocity of the challenges going in. Almost 12 minutes of the second half gone. 26 points to 8. Long dropout. Almost reaches 40 metres. Cleaned up by Mackay-Bridgman. Bridgman bringing it back towards the 20 metre line. Quick play the ball to Holgate. He fires it to McQuiston. Two Cumbrians linking there. McQuiston almost on the 10. Now it's brought right. Lovely ball. What a super pass that was from Hughes. And Penny hit the gap like a train. There was no stopping him at all. Crosses at the side of the post for England's for another try for England. That coming in the 52nd minute. What a pass that was. All quality from Hughes. Dug right into the line. Released the pass on point. Penny at his shoulder. Deserved that for his efforts as Harry Penny. Josh Leeson has been interchanged. Matt Parks going back onto the field.
6 minutes,
What's more, Welburn keeps up this 100% record. 32 points to 8. Well, Wales, they're going to have to be wary. This could drift away from them unless they can find some way of holding on to this juggernaut England pack. Walkley goes long with the restart. Hughes takes it. Oh, so close to the back line there. Passes on for Parks. Parks has got a lot of work to do. Does it brilliantly to get 15 out from his own line. Plays it to Holgate. McQuiston's come round on the loop. Gains another good 15 metres there for England. Up to the 30 already. Bridgman asks for it. Takes on the defence. He's really awkward to tackle, is Mackay Bridgman. Tried to play for the penalty, it wasn't forthcoming. Hughes gets rid of it to McQuiston. He tips it on as well to Parnaby. England up to the halfway line already. And they'll kick through Newbegin. Just turning Wales around. That's a terrible bounce. Not from an England point of view. There's Noah Lancelot. Hands on to Welburn. Welburn in support. Welburn crosses. England have 2 tries in 3 minutes and now lead by 36 points to 8. Oh, that's so unlucky for Lewis Ingram. The bounce of a rugby ball has undone him there. Tell you what, though, whether there was a try from Welburn, he's made it really difficult for him to add the conversion attempt. This is certainly one to push all his credentials. Takes his time as Welburn. This for a 30 points advantage. Oh, and it's superb from Welburn. He certainly brought his kicking boots this afternoon. 38 points to 8 in favour of England. Hope you're enjoying the coverage back home or wherever you're watching this from. My thanks again go to the host broadcasters for allowing me to jump on the microphone this afternoon. I'm Dave Parkinson, for those of you who didn't know. The Lions media manager on this tour, as that bounces so awkwardly in behind his own line from Old Royd, but he's off on a little 40 forward up to the 20. He's done really well there as the Siddleman. Plays it to Holgate. Holgate quickly onto Parks. Oh, that's a high shot coming in there from Phillips. He's got away with it. England are just playing this ball on fast forward at the moment. McQuiston chewing up the metres. Holgate off again. It's a good run. And they'll carry on going. A short kick from Hughes. You could see what he was thinking. Oh, no, Lancelot almost got there. Wow, that was so close. Never gave that one up, did the Lee Miners Rangers man. Referee just checking something with his touch judge there. He's having a conversation with a couple of the England players. It's a scrum with head and feet to Wales. $38 points to 8 in this one. This is the second semi-final. Currently looking like England will face France at the weekend. And we'll find out who will go home with the European Championship. I was having a quick chat to the French coach, Eric Ansalma, at half-time, and he was saying that his side will have to improve on what they put up against Ukraine. So from his point of view, it was a difficult game for his side to prepare for, and the fact that they blasted into Ukraine from early doors and established a 32 points to 0 advantage after about 20 minutes. I think it was always going to be difficult to maintain concentration levels. But back on this one, Wales with a bit of decent field position, winning that last penalty and kicking the ball towards the 20-metre line where they'll launch an attack from. Walkley picks up the running of Fisher. Good tackle from England though. Holgate's covering every blade of grass as it comes down this left-hand side to Thomas. Getting Thomas, standing strong in the tackle, eventually yields 10 metres out from the line. Infield it's moved. Here's Walkley. Walkley firing it to no one in particular. Fortunately it's been picked up though. Here's Ingram. Ingram pushing for the line. The England defence is there to bring him back into the field of play. Can Wales push over? It's with Fisher. He throws a dummy. Surges on. Ball dropped back. Nice play from Wales this. He's flicked out. And can they get into the corner? They think they have scored. Referee and touch just think otherwise. Forward pass is the result. I noticed that Daffy Morgan is now on the field as well from Wales. Fired a couple of really nice passes out from dummy half in that set of 6. So it's no points on the board for Wales on that opportunity. Can they apply some pressure to England? Can England get themselves away from this position? Bridgman all wrapped up, 12 metres from his own line. With defence like that, Wales could be answering that question. Penny, nice late footwork. Still only as far as the 20-metre line though from the Ince-Rose Bridgman. Holgate pops it out for Wood. Wood makes a few more metres. He's still going. He's still on his feet. Despite the attention of 2, he's still going. Eventually finds the floor. Holgate in field. Newbegin kicks long. It's allowed to bounce by Lewis Ingram. And he has work to do. He's picked it up on his own 10. Tries to round an England defender. There's no chance he's beating him there. 15 metres out from his own line, and Wales have the ball. There's the try scorer, Phillips. Seems a long while since they levelled the scoreline at 6 points each, and in fact that was just 11 minutes into the game. Jake Lacey tackled on that right hand side. Morgan in field. Oh, that was a forceful run, forceful challenge as well. Good play all round. Wales playing from deep, trying to open it out. There's Gethin Thomas once more. The Fremantle Roosters player all wrapped up in a two-man challenge. Last tackle in this set. Ball back to Walkley. He's allowed to pick his spot with the kick. It'll bounce, it'll bobble, it'll trickle, it'll sit up well for Wood. Wood's got acres of space to run back into. Look at that for a kick return, directly over the 30-metre line. England in control of this one, 38 points to 8 in front. Lancelot runs it back for the middle, tiring out these middle defenders. Jones pulled in. And now Oldroyd. Good yards. Up beyond halfway. Holgate has a man alongside him in Turner. Turner burrowing through, gets an offload going for Bridgman. Bridgman bouncing through a couple of challenges. Eventually hits the turf. Inside the 30 go England. As Hughes releases it to Newbegin. Newbegin's boot. Oh, that's a great kick again. Bounces up for Welburn. Welburn takes the tackle. Good tackle it was too by Phillips. Last one in this set. Spun pass into the middle. McQuiston gets rid of it to Turner. Turner flicks it on. Oh, this is great play. And Bridgman goes in for the latest England try. Lovely support play across the middle. The two big fellas ended up moving the ball. And England simply irresistible. 42 points to 8. "25 minutes of the second half gone. Seven tries on the board for England. So Welburn taking his time. Certainly served him well so far. The scoreline now beyond 40. And this England side looking like it could have some fun in the last 15 minutes. Welburn strikes another 8 from 8 now for the West Hull junior. 44 points to 8 on the scoreline, more importantly. It's turning into a really good performance, this from the Lions. Kick goes long. Oh, it's out on the full again. That's the second time that Wales have done that in this game. On those two penalties that they have conceded as a result. Certainly I've seen them hemorrhaging metres. So, where are England going to go in this set? 13-14 minutes remaining. Tell you what, they're going straight up the guts. There's Matty Parks. Really strong run. Nice quick play of the ball as well. Holgate's off. He's got support from McQuiston. Oh, this is brilliant from England. Newbegin picks up the pieces, sends it wide to Lancelot. Lancelot cuts in, goes on the outside again. Eventually tackled. And he's in touch as well. Referee rules a penalty for dragging out of play. More possession, more pressure coming up for the England side, more pressure for the Wales team to deal with. Holgate just kicks it into touch. And England can set where they want their runners to go. And they'll go within 5 of the line. Now inside to McQuiston. Nice hands from him. Hughes over the top to Bridgman. The space out here again. Bridgman takes it. His second try. He's well celebrated. And I think with that, you can safely say that England are in the final at the weekend, where they'll take on France. The French team have been interested spectators throughout this game. But even with that, I think that even they've seen enough. They know that they've got a job to do on Sunday. Tell you what, it's another try that challenges the kicking of Welburn. He's taking all of the time that he can. Now he steps in. Oh, and I tell you what, that sailed between the uprights. He's a man on form, and England have hit 50. 50 points to 8 in favour of this Lions under-19 side. Ball sent long by Walkley. Hughes under it. Parks charges it back. Look at how far he's travelling. Up to that 20. McQuiston pops it back on the inside to Leeson. Did so much of the hard graft in the first half. It's a handsome position now, though, that England find themselves in. Turner bouncing through the challenges, managing to get the offload going to McQuiston, who's put down on the halfway line, but hang on, the ball's gone loose. It's been picked up by Wales. They're in possession. And it's that man, Alex Banks. A very physical challenge on him. Walkley releases it. England coming in with a chop tackle on Finlay Yates. He's knocked on the deck as well. Ball just squeezing out. Yates isn't happy. I'm just looking at some of these England kits. I won't fancy being the kit crew trying to get those clean. Particularly when you look at Leeson and Parks. You'd be doing well if you could get something that would bring out the sparkling whites in that. But we have seen some sparkling rugby league this afternoon. All the way from Pasian di Prato Rugby Club here in Udine. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage just as much as I've enjoyed commentating on it. It's been great to see these England boys in action. And a lovely stepping run forward from Wood. He's put a good effort in at the back as well. Newbegin to his left-hand side. There's McQuiston. He's done an excellent cameo off the bench. In fact, everybody's been involved. Turner plays it off to Hughes. Now Penny on the charge, drags in 3 defenders. They've left Wales with simply no answer. Leeson, good footwork again, buys him 10 metres. Newbegin wants to fire it left. Wellburn, quickly through hands. Wood across to Lancelot. Steps in off his touchline, kicks it forward. Referee says that kick went, or that little fumble went backwards from a Wales point of view. And Wales just thankful to get the pill in their hands. Oh, good tackle on Lewis Ingram. Very physical from Leeson. And these are all lone wolf runs at the moment from Wales. As time ticks down here, the error has been made as well by Muirhead. 6 minutes or so remaining. Newbegin has it. Stumbles his way forward there. Oh, could find himself close to a touchline. Short ball there. Finds Murphy. Murphy, 10 metres out from the line. Dylan Turner, all caught in the middle of the field. Got some really good attacking move out to this right-hand side, though. This is where the ball goes. Oh, he doesn't need anybody, though, does Hughes. Does it all himself with some supreme footwork. Danced his way over. That makes it 54 points to 8. It's now 2 tries for Toby Hughes. That was beautiful footwork from him. The Welsh defence simply had nothing to offer to try and combat it. It was tired, it was flat-footed, and Hughes took full advantage. Wellburn looking to make it 10 from 10. This has been a fine performance from England. And he puts it between those posts. He has got a perfect 10. £24 points for the game as well for that young man. Adding a try to his 10 goals. Wales, there's a couple of dipped heads there now. They've tried their best, but it's been one of those days for England where they've certainly become real good in the second half. Leeson won't be far off man of the match, I don't think, with his efforts. He'll play it to Bridgman, who brings it right and passes for Oldroyd. Oldroyd gets an offload going. Oh, England were asleep then just for a moment. There is a rare error from them. And we've got a stoppage for a slight injury to one of the England players. And he's okay, it's Josh Leeson. The claps that you can hear are for host nation Italy, who are up next in the coverage. Do enjoy watching the rest of the games that are going to be coming up over the evening. I'm going to be called back into England duty very shortly to go and get some post-game reaction. I'll be looking to do a couple more interviews, and do look out for a podcast that will be coming out through 13 Pro Am community platform. It's a real pleasure to be out in Italy with these guys who've given so much in training, given so much out there on the field as well, and especially under such trying circumstances. Can they keep the lines intact now? Wales with a rare attacking set. It comes out the back of the scrum. There's Walkley. All tackled by 2. Daffy Morgan in field. Nice tip on play for Gethin Thomas. It was the 2-second rowers combining there with Pritchard giving in the ball. They're coming down the blind side. Oh, Phillips gets the right bell ringer there. Put down 2 metres out. Yates works it into the middle. Oh, it's not reached its intended recipient, or it does eventually get to Walkley. He's kicked it through. He's after this one. England, they'll shuffle it over the back line. It's going to be a dropout from under the posts. Nice little option from Wales, but England, to be fair, had it covered. There was a lot more white shirts there than there was red. And I think that's been the case in a lot of the key factors and key areas in this game. 56 points to 8 as the clock ticks down, and Jack Newbegin has the ball under the posts, goes along with the restart, reaches the 40-metre line before being poached by Ingram. He'll try and launch the counter-attack, runs directly into 3. Good tackling from England. Wales on the edge of the 20. Morgan skims it right. Pritchard is there, following up through the middle. Good late challenge this for England. Can they keep Wales at bay? Well, Wales have another set of 6 coming up now. All on wave the referee. Another set restart. Yates all called and all held 5 metres out. Morgan goes in field. Pritchard fires it across to Walkley, who tries to step and pushes through. Oh, and he will get a try, will he? England do well to hold him up. Oh, brilliant work. What a tackle that was. It looked for all the world like that was going to be a try. Something's been said in the in-goal area, and our match officials have something to deal with. Lots of pushing and shoving going on. But that was some great defence on the line from England. Walkley did so well. Dangerous footwork. We saw 3 England tries in the first half. We've seen 6 England tries in the second. A dominant second half performance. That's yielded 36 unanswered points so far. Neither side were too keen on packing down in the end. The final hooter goes. Referees having a bit of a chat though with both sides. Will we have one more play? We will. We've got a scrum. So the final hooter has sounded. But we play on right at the end. sure the referee checked his watch there. He's also keeping a close eye on the scrum. Ball comes out, goes down the right-hand side to Bridgman. Bridgman, all wrapped up, rolled over on his back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be the final action. Hang on. Or will it? There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on. England now celebrate their victory. As I mentioned, a dominant second half performance. There were tries in the first half from Oldroyd, from Hughes and Newbegin. 4 goals from the boot of that man Welburn, who's been well to the fore in this game. We saw a response from Wales through Mason Phillips. That was gold to make it 6 points each at that stage. But England really did move on. Billy Walkley had the final say in the first half, however, with a penalty goal, his second goal of the game, to make it 20 points to 8. But in the second half, it's been all England. So first of all, Lancelot opened the scoring. He was followed quickly by Harry Penny. Welburn got over for a try. His efforts have discerned. We saw a quick double from Mackay Bridgman. And then right at the end there, Hughes danced his way through. Welburn's ended up with 10 goals to his name. England are through to the final. They've won this semi-final by 56 points to 8. And this is Dave Parkinson signing off. And once again, thanking everybody for the coverage and for following what's been going on over the course of the afternoon. Do stay watching. Plenty more to come. But I'll sign off for now.